Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Discord Brats. I am your host, Chris, and I'm here with the lovely Red this week.
Hi.
Hi, that's it.
Hi.
You're gone a week and you just say hi?
Yeah, I'm gone a whole weekend. So you just get a hi.
Just get a hi.
Hi.
That's very rude.
How's the wife? How's the kids?
I also only just got a hi, when he saw me. If you guys heard that, you didn't. That was my pet Vector that decided that he was going to be very loud during recording session. Say hello to him. Yes, you're sleeping. Look at that. We all get some free entertainment here. But all I did was get a hi when this one showed up in New York.
Yeah.
How was that drive over here?
Oh, that was great.
It was great.
I did none of it.
Exactly. So the thing is that poor little Red here, very good country driving. Very good with that. I must say. When it comes to city driving, I think he scares himself with his own shadow sometimes, and it's the most cutest fucking thing ever. I will figure out a way to desensitize to it, and you're distracting me so much.
Okay, this is a little bit of a special episode today, because
this one is a little
I'm a little
zoinked.
drunk.
He's drunk and zoinked.
Yeah, just
I'm just sitting here sober. I just pulled a U. I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here sober, Sally. Just chilling with my little alcohol.
I tried to convince her to drink. She hasn't drunk yet, though.
Yeah, right. I mean, with this guy, I have to ask permission to drink, and he'll fuck with me and say no sometimes. It'll make me upsetty spaghetti. But he actually told me to drink tonight, and I don't feel like drinking. What is logic with that? I think it's just because I'm a huge brat.
Okay, then don't drink. Bruh, it works. I said don't drink, and she's just like, bitch, I will guzzle this as I
this is definitely not good. This is whiskey. I just drank whiskey. Yeah. It tastes like nail polish remover.
When alcohol is...
that it's not good anymore.
When alcohol is bad, does that mean it's, stronger?
No, it means it'll get you sick.
Oh, so that one night where I made mead and guzzled it all.
Yes, baby, that will do that.
To be fair, I did make mead with latex balloons.
What?
Yeah. Latex balloons and old cranberry juice bottles.
I feel sorry for our future selves when we move in together. I do.
I don't know why. I am a genius at times.
You're also going to get us violently sick at one point or another.
I'm
sorry, but the only person I trust to mix drinks at this point is Josh.
Speaking of genius, on the way to pick my roommate up, I saw a sign, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. And this sign had a picture of a baby. And it said, I had eyes 14 weeks or something number of weeks after conception. And I was just thinking, well, people are assholes trying to guilt trip those who got an abortion or are thinking of it. Okay. So I had a genius idea. That sign makes me angry. So I could, now hear me out. Okay. I could go to Walmart or some store that's open and buy some spray paint. Okay. Now hear me out. I take that spray paint. I climb up to that obnoxious sign.
Okay.
And I'm good at climbing, right?
Sure.
So I easily get up there, right?
All right.
And I take the cap off. I shake it, and in bright pink letters, Yeetus.
The fetus.
The fetus.
Oh my god. I can't with you. I love you so much, but I can't.
Hilarious graffiti.
Mm-hmm. That was so off topic so fast.
Oh my god.
I was trying to ask you about the drive down here, and somehow talked about sending kids back and forth to fucking Jesus same day shipping real quick.
Okay. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, what I was saying before is that Ember's really good at country driving, but not so much at city driving, so we actually had another alter drive him here for him. Let me tell you, she's a fun driver. I like her, and I like the way that she drives. She's fun.
I can drive good too, though.
I'm sorry, I love you, but I don't think you could swerve in between traffic like she could.
Oh, fuck that. I get. Someone in another car looks at me wrong and I get nervous.
Yeah, exactly. So, but you're gonna get used to that real quick. You're the one that wants to, you say you want to move down here with me. You got to get used to that stuff real fast. You got to learn how to become an aggressive driver.
Aggressive driver.
I don't know what is wrong with me. So it's really cute too because he always like for some reason he was like obsessed with like seeing my room and like what does he call it, Chris in her natural habitat.
Yeah, I need to
So
see the wild Chris in its natural habitat.
the wild Chris, like I'm some type of wild animal. Like I'm just hey isn't that your girlfriend? No, she's just some wild animal. She's just in a habitat of Staten Island.
No,
Just chilling.
no, not that. Hey, is that your girlfriend? No, it is a rare animal I will domesticate.
Let me tell you, you ain't domesticate shit.
I already have, sweetie.
No, you haven't.
Mm-hmm. I love you.
Nope. I love you too, but you have not. Anyway, back to like the whole thing. He always went on about like how he wanted to see me like when like in my room and stuff like that. So the other alter ended up like like coming over and I think she took the shower. No, you took the shower. But
I took a shower.
before you took a shower, she laid the body in my bed. So I was like, because I told her, I said, you should have him wake up in my room in my bed. So that's exactly what we did. And you opened up your eyes and you were so freaking cute because you looked around and you looked at me and you looked like you were so in your happy little spot. And I looked at you and I knew, and it was just adorable. I couldn't. It was so fucking cute. Like I'm a sap for this boy. Not like a sap. No. You may think that I mean simp. No, I'm a sappy motherfucker for this dude. But anyway, yeah, I think yeah, okay. You know what? The alcohol is kind of kidding me a little bit because I did drink a little bit more before we started. So whatever, that's fine. It's okay. I'm still
said, it's a special episode. It was very surreal seeing the room I always saw in voice calls in person.
Oh my god!
Like it really was very surreal.
How do you think I would have reacted being in your home in California?
Oh my god,
in your room,
you would have died.
You think I would have?
Yeah, like
that brown headboard.
Yeah, maybe when we go up to Cali to get the rest of my stuff, we can take a visit over there, and you can see that room.
Yeah, I'd die. I would definitely die inside.
Yeah, it was very surreal being in your room. It was a very fun experience.
What was the first thought like when you opened your eyes? Like
when I opened my eyes and I recognized it was your room, I was very excited. The first and only thing that went through my mind is this real?
Aww.
Because like when you meet someone online, you don't expect to become their partner, and then you don't expect to go from being online partners to actual partners, like physically there.
Yeah.
So it was a very surreal moment.
It was very surreal for me when we first met, and when I picked you up, oh my god, I jumped into your arms. And I did not want to let go, but at some point I just kind of got my legs swing. I was like, all right, I think I can get down now because I felt like we were there I felt like I was in your arms for hours.
You weren't. It was like 30 seconds.
I know, but like I just like literally, guys, when I tell you when we were driving back to his house, it was a 2-hour drive back to his house, and I almost crashed the car like more than a handful of times because I kept looking at him. Like I literally could not get enough of just like looking at him because like it felt so fucking weird. Like not weird, but like it was surreal that like he was a real person and he was not some type of creepy murderer. And I wasn't getting catfished, and every aspect of this man that I fell for was actually like there. Like he was he was the actual person, and like through and through he was true. He was true to himself. Like that was really fucking cheesy. Jesus Christ.
That was very cheesy.
Oh my god. Ew. No more alcohol for me.
My first day in Staten Island was definitely an adventure. So the first thing we did is Chris drove to this place called the Flats, and
it's just a wooded area. It's like, it's just a couple of hiking trails, like not hiking trails, but like, a couple of trails and stuff like that. Nothing too special.
And that was nice. So
Yeah.
we were there with a friend or two, and we're just with a friend because the
Yeah.
others were on their
They're on
way.
their way.
And then next, I saw the port.
Fort Wadsworth.
Yeah, no, the port,
The port.
the place with the ferry area, the ferry pickup place to pick up
Oh yeah,
AJ.
that's the Staten Island Ferry. Yeah.
Yep. Then we went back to Chris's house to pick up the other friend Tony, and we went to Water Lake place,
Clove Lakes, babe.
Clove Lakes.
Yes.
And well, we were there. We were just having fun. We have some pictures we can share on the Twitter after this episode goes up, and it was a fun. We just walked the trail. There was these group of 3 guys that were very loud. So some of our friends started fucking with them, and they fucked right back. Like one would
Oh
go,
yeah.
"Ew, wow." The other went, "Ew, wow." It was beautiful.
Yeah. So towards the end of it, we started like kind of like circling around back and started walking to the car. And Red was actually walking ahead of me and my 2 other friends that was with us. And so he walked ahead with my friend, and it was me and the 2 other girls that were just like walking. Mind you, I had my collar on along with fishnet stockings, biker boots, and a skirt with like a kind of like revealing shirt. And my friend was wearing something similar, and she also had her arm linked around our other friend. Like all 3 of us are girls. This fucking lady just walks
The
by us with her 2 kids.
audacity.
With her 2 kids. They're like at first, like I thought, she was cool, whatever. She was like, cheering us on. She's like, oh, you guys are different. I like that. Stay different. Not a lot of people like that. Like, you stay different, whatever. Like, she's giving like a whole motivational speech. Okay,
Just
fine.
like a whole you do you.
Yeah. And then as she's going to walk away, she just stops and looks at them and goes, are y'all lesbians? And I'm like, huh?
The fuck?
And I'm like, what?
Huh?
And she's like, yeah, are you guys like lesbians? And she's like, no, we're. And then she's like, and then Tony jumps in. She's like, oh, bi, or like pan. And then she had to explain to her what the fuck that was. And she's like, and then she's looking at me. She's like, oh, but you're a lesbian. And I pointed over at Red. I was like, no, my boyfriend's right there. I mean, half, but like my boyfriend's right there. And I'm pointing over to him and like my other friend. And I'm like, they need to come over here. So they come over to us. Go on.
Chris's friend looks at me. We both stop. She looks at me and goes, hold on. We can continue this later. I need to go be a Karen. I was just like, ooh, I want to hear this shit. So I followed. And Rose, stop. No, you whore. Thank you. I love you, you pretty cat. Okay, back to the story. So Chris's friend and I get over to the group, and this woman instantly asks me, are you her boyfriend? And me being me, I was just like, yeah, and then she goes, okay, so I'm writing this book. I'm just like, oh, it's one of these. Let's stay in here what this is. And she started talking about how she's writing this book called Survivor and like what it's about. And I'm just like, okay. She goes, I have a question for you guys. I was like, okay, it's probably just like our thoughts on something. It was not our thoughts. I mean, she got our thoughts, but it wasn't on our thoughts. No. She looks us dead in the eyes, straight face, not even cracking a smile. Which means she wasn't trying to joke around. She legit thought this. She goes, do bisexuals support incest? In that tone. And I'm just like, hold the fuck up. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. And it wasn't just me that my mind was doing that. There were these 2 older white women that were just like minding their own business, being decent fucking humans. And like, you hear someone ask that, you have to stop, turn around, and look.
They tried to intervene like twice.
They did, so, like, just to get us away. She was like, what question was that? Why'd you ask that? The woman just ignored them. Like, if those older women ever listen to this podcast, you real G.
No, like, the thing is like, she kept asking it over and over again.
She asked
already
it, like,
gave her answer.
She asked, like,
get it, lady.
Four times. And there was another thing she asked. Thanks for being so loud while I'm recording, Kat. She asked another thing while we were there. She asked, "Do bisexuals touch little children?"
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't. I couldn't
Because
understand
apparently
the
there was that is the stigma.
audacity.
That is the stigma going around the gay community.
Yeah, the
That
gay
that
community is
bisexuals,
spreading.
that the bisexuals are into incest and touching children, and that we should be spreading awareness in the gay community about this. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she was like, oh, I had a granddaughter or some shit. She's like, oh, she came out as
My daughter.
bisexual. Bro,
My
my daughter
daughter.
came out as bisexual, and I loved her unconditionally, and I supported her, and blah blah. Like, she wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. So now the conversation finally starts to die down. This woman looks like she wants to leave. So I'm holding on to Red's hand, and I'm like, all right, let's go. We're gonna go. Like, let's go, baby.
And then
And then
our
my friend
friend
Tony just
fucking just opened their mouth, and then this woman stayed, and wouldn't shut
twice
up.
she did it. She opened her mouth twice. I wanted to kill her.
And this woman
Twice.
would not shut up about how bisexuals touching children and being like pedophiles and all that
She was like, oh,
disgusting
because
shit
she's like, oh, but
was
if you
a
like girls,
real
you gotta touch your little
stigma.
sister. She's like, oh,
And
like if you like boys, you gotta touch your little brother if you're a boy. Like, no, that makes no fucking sense. And if somebody who was straight guy would to touch their fucking little sister, like, that makes no fucking sense.
yeah,
Because you like both genders, you're just gonna go after no, that's not how it works.
that
You
was
have bad apples in every fucking bunch. Not everybody's the same.
that was wild.
It
And then
was.
after that, we went and got food. We went to Applebee's, first time I
Yeah.
was ever there.
Yeah.
And that the food was decent. It really was like a microwave dinner that
Yeah,
you
you're just
didn't
too lazy
have
to
to
cook.
prepare. And like after that, we went back. We dropped people off, right? And as we were dropping Chris's best friend off and their cousin and other friend, we went to New York Times Square and we were just walking around there. That was fun.
Fucking Ruby with the guy that tried to sell her weed. I tried to get her to walk away because
Oh my
Ruby ended
God.
up fronting in the car on the way there.
Yep.
And so she was out while we were in New York and
Yep.
like in the city. And this dude, as we're walking back to the car, this dude was like, oh, do you want to buy, he's like, oh, you could buy some weed off me. And
No,
Ruby was like, no.
I know exactly how it was
Okay,
because I
you
was
say
there
it.
trying to get her to walk the fuck away and ignore the dude.
That's what I was trying to do. I was literally pulling at her arm. I was like, Ruby, come on, let's go. And she kept answering her. I was like, stop giving him the time of fucking day. He's not going to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know. And like, so he goes, hey, do you like weed? And she, at first, anybody would think that's just like a normal conversation starter.
Yeah,
when
no,
you're from
you don't.
when
That's
you're
not a
from
conversation starter.
When you're from California, yeah, it is.
Not New York, it's not. That means they're trying to give you some shit. They ain't trying to give you weed. They're trying to give you something else.
Yeah, do you like smoking weed? And she was like, yeah, I do. And he goes, okay, do you need, or do you like something along the lines of having weed? And she goes, no, I don't sell. He goes, no, but I do. Do you want some? She responds with, no, I'm good. As you do to just a random dealer.
Right.
You just go, nah, I'm good. And normally that's it. You just walk away. This is how I know he was not top notch.
That's how you know he wasn't top notch.
Yes. Because a top notch dealer would not give someone the time of day if they flat out reject right away with no small interest.
Right.
Like, why would we go to that dealer when we have our own dealer, right?
Right. But
And
why
we
don't you
knew.
tell them what he said to Ruby? After
Yeah,
she
I'm
tried to
getting
walk
there.
away?
I'm
Okay,
getting
I'm
there.
sorry.
So
Oh.
what happens is, like, she responds with that, no, I'm good. And he goes, oh, so you don't want to buy from me just because I'm black? You don't trust a black guy? And she's like, no, I just don't have money. He responds very quickly, which is just ridiculous. White people always got money. And then after that, I stopped trying to stop her and couldn't stop laughing. She started laughing too.
Mm-hmm.
And the day wasn't over after that.
Nope.
No, we finished dropping people off and go back. I ended up falling asleep, as I do. in cars because fuck cars. And like I wake up, we're almost there at her cousin's house. We drop the cousin off, and then we
And
drop
then we
the
dropped
other
Danny
friend,
off.
Danny. And then on the way to my hotel where I was staying, Chris had a very, very solid brake check. And I know for sure her brakes don't need to be changed for another 5 months after this. For sure. We were going like 65 down the road to get to the hotel because she took a hormone shot. And I was a little and what happened is we were just in the lane doing as she does, driving quickly, and this woman steps out into the center of the lane.
Oh
And
yeah.
I thought, okay, she's just gonna walk across. Then she stayed and then stayed, and
She
Chris starts
opened her
laying
arms out to me.
and
Did you not
opened
see that?
opened the arms out like, come get me, bitch. And like Chris starts laying on the horn. This is the only time I'm 100% comfortable with that. And like slams on her brake, and we slide to a stop in like 5 seconds from 60. That's really damn good. Her brake pads are mwah.
Babe, it was less than 5 seconds. It was like 2.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I saw her, I slammed on those brakes, and we stopped.
yeah. We stopped so fast. Her brakes are
You want to kill
mwah.
yourself? Pick somebody else because I'm not
Pick
gonna let my
somebody
insurance go
else.
up.
Yeah,
I just got this car. It's a lease.
and
I just got a new insurance plan. Fuck that shit.
the audacity of this woman. She literally started cussing Chris out, calling her a stupid fucking bitch and shit, just because she didn't pass through this woman.
She could suck my dick, bitch. I ain't gonna fucking get my insurance raised because of her stupidity. Fuck that. Jump in front of a city bus. They got money.
Yeah, and like that was like the end of our night. I mean, we had fun in the hotel until like 4 a.m. And we started at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, we had our Chinese food. He brought me Chinese food because he knows that there's a place by his house that I absolutely love because it reminds me of the place that was by my house but closed down and the food is shit now and I haven't had it in so long. So he got me.
I was
he got me
very
Chinese
adamant
food.
about everyone getting that.
What?
Getting the boneless spare ribs. It was very
Everyone?
important that it was remembered.
Oh.
Everyone in the system knew that it had to be bought, so it was remembered.
Oh, that's so cute. So, are you gonna bring me some spare ribs too for my birthday when you come down?
And like that was such a fun experience. And then the next day was just as good. I'm back on topic, bitch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just as good because we went to Fort Wadsworth. First we went to the beach near her, and that was like it's a better fishing spot. We sat there, laid down for an hour, just relaxed, had fun, and then we were gonna go somewhere else. We were gonna go to a different spot after we went back to Chris's. No, we went to Fort Wadsworth first. Mm-hmm. So we went to Fort Wadsworth. We were gonna go do some walk on the beach. We never did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we
went down to the pier.
Right.
And we played AJR. It was
yeah, we
romantic.
did. Okay, never mind. We did that. So we went to Fort Wadsworth. She goes, "Hey, do you want to go to the place where they film Fortune Fire?" I'm like, "What?" And she says it again. I'm like, "Bet, bitch." So we go there. And then she goes, "I know some secret caves." I'm just like, "Bet." So we go there, and it's just like these little barrack areas for either weapons or people to just sleep in at the fort. And like we go in a couple. And there were some interesting messages on the first tunnel entrance. It said something. Do you remember what that was?
Beware of the bugs.
No. Is that all you remember? Beware the bugs?
Bro, those crickets were everywhere.
They
Don't get me started on
were.
that.
Holy shit.
She was scary. I don't
It
play
made
with that
me
stuff.
nervous. That made me nervous.
It said they're watching. When the sky falls, I will be filled with regrets. My twitchy witchy girl, I think you are so nice with the creepy little smile, and that was really about it.
Oh wait, yeah, there was one more. There was I'm running out of breath.
I have no idea, something like that.
I gotta grab my phone. It was like something along the lines of, oh wait, I don't have a picture. It was something along the lines of they're coming and I'm running out of breath.
Something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was so fucking ominous. And right next to that, it said the sky is falling. I'm just like, okay.
And now,
And we also saw a dead bird that was probably like a
yep,
week old.
that was creepy.
That was so creepy.
What was it? The We walked around for that, and then we went to I was trying to get him to go around to the front of the fort, but there was this fucking asshole cop that was just like Parks Department that was just like sitting there because a lot of people try to do the shit that I was gonna try and do. So like, they just kind of sit there and keep watch, and I'm very upset because it's very pretty in the front of the fort. But what are you gonna do?
We'll get there another time.
Yeah, I mean you're coming down here in like less than 3 weeks, so we'll try and get there again.
Just when I make it, put every effort I can into not making many sounds. Oh, both our backgrounds get sounds by our pets.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm a little drunk.
I know, baby. I know.
Okay, back to our topic.
So after we left the fort, we went up to the beach, and there was like we went onto the pier, and it was cute. And then we found like this abandoned dock pier thingy. I forgot what exactly it's called or what exactly it is. It's like a pier off the fishing pier. It's like made of like rock and stuff. And we sat at the edge of it,
It was probably for the
and
docking station.
yeah, it was like really old ass, like decrepit, like docking station that's like by the fishing pier on Staten Island. And we sat like all the way at the edge of it by the water, and we just kind of cuddled for a little bit and played AJR. Yes, very cute. Not no spicy details or anything. Sorry to disappoint everyone. If you want like
Yeah.
spicy details, maybe we'll open up an OnlyFans where we talk about like what goes on in the bedroom.
Yeah, maybe we can do that.
Spicy podcasting.
Spicy podcast.
Yeah. Oh, I have a question for you. Speaking of
I have an answer.
spicy, what do you think of the bet that I made with Ruby?
Oh, you're still gonna lose.
No, I'm not.
This bitch, I love her with every fiber of my soul, but you're dumb. This bitch
No, I'm not done.
goes to the most dominant and hyper aggressive person in the system. Don't get me wrong, Ruby is the sweetest person you'll meet. But when she needs to turn on that switch, it's on. And Chris here made a bet that she will top Ruby.
Everybody
Now,
was there for it.
everybody was there for it. Now, it hasn't been decided or said, so she could try and wrestle Ruby. But I have some basic knowledge of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that helped me spar black belt, purple belt, and brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Ruby's better at combat than I am. So getting on top of the body when Ruby is out is just not possible. Not with the way Chris wants to do it. Not
What if I
with
just
help.
started off as a cuddle and then just like yeet her?
You can try that. That might work.
Okay, so then what do you think would happen if like, right? Because like I only have until the last day at Seaside to do this.
I know.
So what if like like she just came to hang out for a little bit, girls thing, whatever, and we're just cuddling or whatever because I like cuddles. And I know Ruby will accept cuddles at times, and I just pin her.
To pin someone, it has to be for at least 3 seconds. Do you think you can hold the body down for 3 seconds?
No, but you see, I'll pin her without actually her knowing that I'm pinning her. I'm doing what I'm doing. For her, it could just look like I'm just like chilling on top, when in reality, I'm pinning her.
The only one I've ever seen on top is Sapphire.
I'm gonna have to have a nice long chat with Sapphire.
What else happened when I was at Staten Island? Or is that about it?
I cried.
Yeah, we both cried, of course. Oh, by the way, all these events took place in in like 1.5 days total.
Yeah. You met a lot of people when you came.
I did. I met like what, 5?
Yep.
I got the Infinity Gauntlet of Chris's friends.
Yep, and my cousin. Because my cousin was starstruck when she met him. Oh my god.
This girl is shorter than Chris, and Chris is already pretty short. So she was
Fuck you.
so much lower than I am, like so much shorter.
I should have
But
gotten a picture of the two of you standing together.
this girl was so fucking excited to meet me for the first time. Like she was starstruck. It was so fucking cute.
It was. He's like, "Hi, I'm Vanilla."
She did little happy
I
dancing
freaking love
feet as
her.
she hugged me when she met me and was just like squealing and everything. Total fangirl.
Yeah. And then me and Ember decided that we were gonna do a little prank on her with Michael's voice because Michael is a daddy deep voice.
Yeah, when Michael fronts, the voice gets a bit deeper.
A bit.
So so
A bit.
we pulled the prank on her cousin that just randomly Michael and I would switch. So we did that. And this girl zeroed in on Michael instantly. She noticed the change faster than Chris did. And Chris is able to
No,
tell
I knew.
who. Yeah,
As soon as I
okay.
heard the throat clear, I knew.
Okay.
I was just waiting for him to say something so he could talk with the deep voice. I knew
Mhm.
automatically that it was him.
Yeah, he said hi. And no one else but Chris, I guess, knew who it was until her cousin squealed, "Hi, Michael." And then got starstruck again.
Katie, my cousin got starstruck when meeting them over FaceTime. Of course, she was gonna get starstruck even more meeting them through person. She met three of you guys. She met you, Michael, and Ruby. No,
Yeah, she did.
oh, babies.
It was beautiful though.
It was. But overall, how would you rate your experience on Staten Island?
9 out of 10.
Why a 9?
Because we almost flattened someone.
Because we almost flattened somebody.
Yeah, A, we almost flattened someone. And B, we almost got flattened like 27 times with the way you drive. I counted and noticed every single time.
Counted what?
Every single time a car would have kept going if you didn't react in a split second and hit
That's
us.
just a normal day of driving.
Every 27
Babe,
in
that's how people drive here. I'm so serious when I tell that is literally how people drive here. I used to keep count too until I just realized, all right, this is just a thing. I told you, you have to learn how to become an aggressive driver. And when I say that, I mean you cannot second guess yourself when driving in New York. The second that you second guess yourself is when an accident happens or something bad happens. You need to act on that. Like you try to get me to act on split second decisions on which way to turn, left or right, go straight. You need to be like that with your driving. If you in that split second decision, you think that you can make that turn, you make that turn. Because if you stop yourself, you're accident. It looks like he's contemplating not moving here. He's like, oh fuck that shit.
No, I'm contemplating never driving there.
So you're not gonna
Like,
come see me for my birthday?
no, that's different. That's driving to there. It's different if whenever I need to drive somewhere, I go, I value you're up, and just yeet backwards.
No. No. You're not gonna keep eating Val up or Ruby or Cat to drive because you know what? You're gonna be here on a Saturday and we have some time to kill before we go out to dinner for my birthday. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take him through some nice NYC traffic.
No.
Yep. Because you didn't get to experience it the first time really because Ruby was out. So you'll be experiencing it
I'm
firsthand when
gonna
you
have
come
a
here.
heart attack.
No, you're not,
Let me
babe. You'll
get
be
used to
fine.
Staten Island first.
Staten Island is the worst with the driving, believe it or not.
So tell me about sex. How is sex?
I mean, our sex was
No,
fucking
just in
amazing.
general. In
Oh, I have my
general.
days. I
In
have my moments
general.
where I absolutely repulse it, and then I have my days where I can't get off of Ember's dick if my life depends on it.
Facts.
He do be knowing it's true.
It do be true.
That's why we lasted from like 2 in the morning till like 5 in the morning. Imagine 5 in the afternoon. Yo, let's try and make a record for us. Let's see how long we could actually go.
Like without stopping to sleep because we need to wake up at in like 3 hours
Babe,
so
we're
we
gonna
can both
be
drive.
alone in the hotel room for 4 days. We won't have to worry about waking up finally.
Oh yeah, I'm a snake. I'm a snake up
That
through
is
you.
what you see when I say this. I have sexy time pictures in my head, not some weeb pushing his hands together, going, "I'm a snag." That just killed the mood, bitch.
What are you gonna do with my
But
brain?
well, with that, I'm going to wrap it up. We are going to have more stories for you guys to come in the near future. My birthday is
Three
going to be
weeks.
coming
Look up
up.
for it.
Yep, my birthday's coming up in about 3 weeks, and me and Red here are going to be spending alone time for 4 days in a hotel in Seaside. So God only knows what can happen then, because the last time I was in Seaside was with AJ, and there were birds in our vents. So, with that being said, I'ma drop the mic. And I just want to thank everybody so much for listening. And we are going to be back next week, Saturday at 12 p.m. And you can join us on Spotify, YouTube, Podbean, Amazon Music, and we are also now on Pandora. Make sure you're hitting that follow or subscribe button to stay updated when a new episode comes out. And you can also follow us on Instagram for any and all updates about the show. My handle is CSEV97, and Red's is Redmoonsystem. We are the Discord Brats, and until next Saturday, peace out.
See ya, everyone.